right.
What year is this that you're drawing this?
85.
85. So you drew this in 85.
Yeah. Now see the similarity between that right here and that up there.
This part.
It's got a little glare on it. I can bring it a little closer. But this is what we're looking at right here.
Right. See that top piece right there with Chuck pressing the top and then the one up the top. See, now that's one of the similarities right there.
And that's Chuck Persons?
That's the Air Revolutions he wearing.
Okay.
Now, what they did was on the.
All they did was just minus the strap.
Right. And what they did was they left this part, but they shortened it. And they took this idea here and came with that. See that this right here, see behind, they widened that.
Yeah.
And then that idea gave them, you know, for the console, they put the air bubble in there. And then they raised this part up here and put it right there. Which
was this before Air Force Ones?
They were the Air Force One. I flipped them.
Okay, you flipped it from an Air Force One.
Already,
because that's the design that they look like.
Right. Yeah, so it's the Air Force One that was flipped. And it gave me an idea to take the Air Force One, combine it to 2001 to Air Revolution.
Let me see those. I'll bring them up on the camera. Yeah. And give a little bit, you can keep giving backstories.
Yeah, so Tinker Hatfield, I've been hearing a lot about him lately. And talking about, well, he came up with the idea in 84, right? Okay, if you came up with the air bubble in 84, okay, that's cool. What's it got to do with me sending you an idea in 85 and say, okay, he owns something, right? Let's combine what he got to what we got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 2 years later, here comes the Air Revolution. Now this right here, sent straight from Nike. Ain't nobody got this. It's an 86 catalog, wrote me the 86 letter.
And this is another picture of the shoe.
No, that's the catalog.
That's the catalog.
Yeah.
This is the Nike catalog.
Right.
They sent you this with the letter they sent?
Yeah, for the 86 letter, right.
And so they sent you this along with a response.
Right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this is the catalog.
86.
And you can see
This is what
86 catalog.
Word one letter right here. They said this is their thing. They said to me, right, saying that my shoe looked like a downhill ski boot, right?
Oh yeah.
But what they say about their stuff,
They say the same thing.
right? You get that
So
right.
a knock that they said of his was it looked like a ski boot, but then in the description of the shoe that they actually ended up coming out, you see that they say ski boot, resemblance of a ski boot.
Okay, and that's there right there.
Right.
You see the picture of it first? This is the shoe that Nike took the Air Revolution. When they responded to his letter, they said that his shoe looked like a downhill ski boot. And here in their description, it says, full speed demands that basketball shoes have a cushioning of a running shoe with the stability of a downhill ski boot.
And that's what they sent me. That's that little printout.
They sent you this printout. So to add insult to injury, they sent you
Right.
a
If you,
picture.
if you ain't did nothing, why you send all this? This is a throwback.
It's almost proof at this point that it existed.
You know what? Now that I look back, cause see, when we were later on in the years, like I said, into the 90s now, by that time we perceived Nike as this big company. But when you watch the story of how they started the Jordan, not even the Last Dance, another documentary on Netflix about the Jordan shoe, you realize they were broke.
Yeah, they were
They
trying
was broke around that time you did that.
Right.
They definitely wasn't gonna be trying to come off no money because they had really none themselves. They was like on their last, what's the name of Mike, the Jordan shoe saved them. And he came into the league in '84.
The Jordan shoe and Air Revolution put them on a whole nother map.
Yeah, the Air Revolution came out. Yeah,
and then
next
Air
day after the
Revolution
Jordan
just
shoe.
elevated shoes to the day with the air bubble, the cushion, that whole different dynamic look. You know what I'm saying?
And so, what year is this again?
This was 80. This came out. The idea was done 85. The shoe didn't come out to 87.
Okay.
This is some print up. What year was this? That was '93.
That's
Kentucky.
you remember that? The
Yeah.
tape came out the same day. Our tapes came out. The X Nation tapes came out the same day as that article.
Really? And in this article, what's
It
happening?
was front page.
So what happened on this front page
They
article?
was interviewing me about Kentucky Post interviewed me about the Nike story.
Okay, and tell us a little bit about that.
Right. So when that is pretty much right in here, where it says whose shoes. Now in Kentucky Post, it goes that even though the shoe bears an overall similarity, but they are not so much different in design. The 2001 concept, it appears to be more like a ski boot rather than a basketball shoe, is what we were saying, right? But Nike admits they did not follow standard procedures requiring sign a non-confidential agreement with me. You know what I'm saying? So this is why.
So they refused to sign a non-confidentiality.
Well, they made a mistake not doing it.
Okay.
See, what they did was they didn't think that I was gonna keep all the evidence, or I think somebody slipped because everybody that corresponded with me, the 85 and 86, they were no letter along with the company. They changed corporate counsel who was contacting me, and all the way up to the latest with a lady in 2012 who said, okay, well, contact us, let's see what we missed or whatever. I called up there, said to get back. I get about a few weeks or so. She no longer with the company.